What's up, Rideshare drivers? It's Denon from Tax Planet Incorporated. I'm coming to you today with a quick video regarding using Notion for your rideshare business. Notion is a database organization program that allows you to kind of create your own program to organize yourself and keep data. I've been using it for a long time for different aspects of my life. And while I was doing rideshare, I used it for my rideshare business. It helped me not only organize myself and keep my documents, but it also let me track my experience, track my driving, to let me know what I needed to do as far as what areas I need to drive in, and how to keep up with the changes that came up in Uber and things like that. So keeping and tracking data in any business is essential to making sure that you are successful in that business. So I'm going to show you real quick how I used a driving calendar to keep my data and go forward in the business. And this is the driving calendar within Notion that I created. So I'm going to go over the pieces of data that I'm tracking in this calendar, and I can show you how this will be effective for not only for tax purposes, but also for keeping up with your business and making sure that you are successful. So of course, each one of the notes that's in here are all dated on creation and what date this is referring to. I have a pulse, which is how busy that I felt that day was, how the area that I drove in. A goal that I have, usually I put in before that date if I have a specific goal. I didn't have one that day. The amount of money I actually made that day. Now, this is very important to put in. The amount of gas that I got that day. Now, from those two amounts, I'm actually have a formula here that is putting my actual total of how much I made that day based on how much I spent on gas that day. So this gives me a good idea of what I'm actually making. I would usually put my rides here, my ride goal for that day based on if I'm trying to get um, a bonus or something like that, if there's some type of quota that I'm trying to meet for that, all that good stuff. Now, cards given, that would be for my other businesses and things like that. I would often use Rideshare as a way of spreading word for my other businesses, my tax business and things like that. A great way to interacting with people and being able to advertise other businesses. And also in here, I would have a receipt. Now, this isn't related to that day. Just kind of wanted to show you how you will put a receipt in. Now, the receipts for the day is just for reference. You wouldn't use this as a receipt tracker because the search features of Notion aren't up to par. So you would use something like Evernote for actually putting in your receipts. But this is a good way to be able to reference particular days and have receipts show up. So I would also put it in here. There will be another video that I'll be doing for Evernote that's going to show you how you're actually going to be saving your receipts and be able to pull them up during a search. But regarding Notion, that's just one day in these several days that I track. So what this becomes is a great way of you visually seeing how you're doing based on the days, how busy it is, how slow it is. You can kind of get a visual of what areas that you need to be driving in and how you're doing. Should you still be doing rideshare? Should you be doing it in another area? Should you be working harder? Um, do you do better when the weather is a certain way? I put a little picture here based on what the weather is. This is the way that you can keep your data, know exactly what you're doing and how it's affecting your bottom line. If you want more information, go over to taxplanetinc.com and join the group. Join the Uber or rideshare group that I have in there. It's not only for tax related things, but it's also for being able to do things like this. I have this particular template and keep track of your business. I'm Denon Maryland, and I'll talk to you in the next video.